Hi, Editor Me here. This was created about a year ago from the upload date. This was created on September 9th, 2024, and uploaded on August 8th, 2025. Due to a number of reasons, I didn't upload it and didn't create a second channel until like a week ago from today, give or take. And well, I'm uploading it now. I think this commentary critique went by well. I sound a lot different now. Lots happened. I want to talk about it someday. Probably make a comic book. Um, Enjoy, I guess.
I'm not sure if I'll even upload this, but let's see. This is a really good sprite signature. From what I've seen Felice and Depaz make for this game in terms of sprite art. Some of the best for a Mega Man game. It's really good. I played the demo 3, then I played this for a bit for like the intro stage. Then Optic Sunflower stage. How's the intro gonna look? I wonder how he did the glow. I don't think that's by hand, but with how good he is, possibly. 16-bit. I like the little step there X does on the left when you're moving him around. It's really subtle, subpixeling, but it's really good. One thing I noticed is that, well, I'm really glad there's controller support out of the box. Good, you don't see that in some fan games at all, and even some actual games made by AAA studios or whatever. Time to reset the progress. Yeah, let's go. Options. Why does this skip over 60? That's really weird. I wonder if it skips over any other numbers. It doesn't loop around. Yeah, a bit louder. I think that's good. So achievements. There's an alright amount of options. Skippable dialogues. Is that how you spell it? Also, why would this be an option in the options menu? Usually I'm all for adding extra options, but I feel this shouldn't be something you could turn off. Double tap dash, that makes sense. Charge, fade out, yeah, I don't think this should be something you would want to change. But you know, the options are here. This one's really weird. Why would you want to lock yourself out of being able to skip the dialogue, you know? 2, 3. Creaciones. Brazilian, I don't know what this is. I think it's traditional Brazilian, quote unquote. Bit of a text overlay here. Target FPS, VSync, window size. A decent amount of options. Yeah, you could have had a few things, I'm sure, that become more prevalent. Like this fan game released, and it still reuses some assets from other games. I noticed the background of Armored Armadillo's waterfalls are used here, just fine, but I think the thing is that this is a fan project. This is a work of art. You don't have a deadline. It's all self-imposed. So it's like, you're not doing this for product. You're not doing this for product's sake. You're not doing this for the money. And the bit I saw of is social media stuff. It seems he's using it as a stepping stone for other stuff. And he just did this out of love. Which also like, why not delay it and work on it more? It depends how much he reused and how much is actually changed. I also read in the description that, well, Defender said that first. It's easy enough for me to say because I haven't really made my own games, and I've only helped occasionally with other game projects, notably Four Hounds. It's like, yeah, it's easy enough for someone like me to say I'm not the one making it. This is mostly a solo project, which is kind of nutty. It's like Mega Man Rock and Roll. That game's really fun. Or Dennis did most of it. And it's like, he only had someone else do the soundtrack. And he pretty much did the whole game in terms of assets and programming and game design and enemy designs and the whole package mostly by himself. Sure, Dennis could have done the soundtrack by himself if he really wanted to. He was just that passionate for it, but he didn't, and I can understand that much. For this game, it's a similar thing where it's like, oh, it's the whole thing. And besides the soundtrack just being the same, there's no Super Nintendo stylized soundtrack, which I really wish there was. Part of the reason I think X8's really whatever. I need to replay to see where I really stand on it. Part of it's the soundtrack. It's like, it's got like 3 tracks I like. You got Vile Fight, you got Lumine, Second Phase, and you got Jacob Elevator. I don't remember the rest. And the instrumentation I thought always sounded way better on a Super Nintendo sound font. So the instrumentation and X8 I didn't really like. It's not even because I have a nostalgia bias for any of these. I started playing Mega Man X like in high school. It's not like a childhood thing or anything. You can see there's version 1.0.0.7. Not sure if... Let's see if there's a tech demo screen. That'll be interesting. Not sure if this will really get patched that much. He said in the description of the website that this is on, that, oh, I might add Zero in Axel. But he just wanted to keep it simple. No people are going to be bothered by that, but I don't really care. I don't really play as Zero or Axel that much. And that's really just adding more weight and, feature creep with a game like this. Like, oh, now Zero's moveset. Oh, now Axel's moveset. Oh, make it unique and make them balanced compared to X or whatever. Seems there's no tech demo screen. I guess I'm fine with. It's a really nice looking hate. I can't stop looking at it. Yeah. Another thing. This isn't really trying to be a full-on demake. It's kind of like Mega Man 2 Atari demake, because that game would not run on the Atari version it's trying to run on. The Atari would burst into flames and explode, and that Atari would not be able to handle that, because it's just asking too much, even with this game that looks that simple. But Skipper, he added like so much. He's like, oh, he made the levels and Wily stages bigger. It's like, yeah, it's not really a demake for that. It's just stylized to be like one, which is what this game tries to do. That's a qualm some people might take with it. And I guess I'll see how I feel about it, because it's not really, it's kind of a demake. Doesn't go all the way with it. And some people will be like, oh, but authenticity, or you could have worked with the CX4 chip and the sprite scaling and rotation that does, and the wireframe models. It's more like, graphics and kind of game feel. Not sure how far it really goes with it. I think there's also fully customizable controls. And like, yeah, you have the text box. Yeah, the character portraits where they are. The colors are already off with the text font. I'm too familiar with it. They'd look a bit off. I might be mistaken, but look off to me. The side of the accident near the old elevator. Place is crawling with Mavericks. Ignore any background noise. This house sucks ass. Nothing I can really do. Planned to record this earlier, but I've always had a hard time in the past few years waking up when I actually want to. For other reasons. Already sent rescue mechanolites on my signal. Roger. I should have looked more at her portrait. Right. I should change. Yeah. Options. English, Spanish, Brazilian 2.0. config. It's kind of odd to me how that's in its own separate menu. It's fine. Yeah, if you just had it as another option here, I think that'd be nicer. This is really semantical and nitpicky. I think just have one options and have that be under here, and then have it say key mapping here near the bottom, and have it be yellow so it stands out from the rest. But you know, semantical. I don't like this splash screen, which is just taken from X1's, but I never liked it in the first place. I think it would have, yeah, taking more assets from the past X games besides some X's default look and a few other stage assets I need to look over and see how much he actually took. Just fine, I don't really care ultimately, but I just wonder how much further he could have possibly gone with it. The fact that this was made by mostly one person is pretty cool and nutty. People go, oh, this is a masterpiece, and it's like, whenever I hear, every single time I hear that term now, it's like, oh, who cares? I don't care. I don't care if you call something a masterpiece. Whatever. But it's like, oh, if you tell me this was made by like 3 or like 1 person mostly, it's like, oh, now you've got my attention. Weapon Wheel, that's a really smart addition. I'm glad Mega Man Fan Games started doing this. I saw Mega Man 11 had Mega Man 11 opened everyone's eyes to it. Key config. Select Buster. R3. I think that's a stick. Don't really use it in games. Keep that left. Shot 1, shot 2. Face button up. Yeah, that's something games could do more. I need to talk to Dennis about this. I know he's still working on Evermore. Whenever that gets finished, and for Warhounds, for other game devs, I could probably say this too. Forever, how many people see this video? I think I'm uploading it after all. I just have so much to say that I'm confident in putting this somewhere and having info people can really take from it. I don't know, I just had a fascination with Mega Man X, and I started playing this one time, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's just so much I'm talking to myself about. Make this content, make this something people can watch. Previous weapon, next weapon. I'm not really using that. I'm just gonna use the weapon wheel instead, I think. This button left. Dash. Yeah, you should have a map all option for sure. What else do I want to change? I think I'm fine with this. Stereo sound, that's cool. That was made on Godot, a lot of people have been using that. Got some stuff actually, I can't comment on the Godot engine, I don't really know nearly enough. I know FA about coding. I guess just seems reliable. Yes. Seeing these little lights coming off of these plants. Yeah, if you've got the eye, you can tell you already have the waterfall here in the background. It's already better visually looking than Base X8. That game doesn't look that good. It's interesting that the charge visual isn't that involved here. I mean, it's not as bright as it is in the X games, and it looks more fluid too, which is nice. Really good jumping into water animation. Love that subpixeling. Damn. Same with the basic shots. I always liked how Zero and X3's green charge looked, and this one's just that one. That's nice. These birds look really nice too, even if you have to pay attention to them flying by. Got visual flair down pat. Like, yeah, point of making this a work of art. Kind of got backgrounds like this. You know, I can see it both ways really. You know, a lot of work for a project, and it's like Sometimes you just want to be done, and you cut some corners or don't work on everything. No, it's whatever. I have to restate this in case he watches this, which I think there's a decent chance he might. Depends when I upload it, I guess. You know, this background's really plain compared to how good a lot of this looks. Yeah, a lot of X8 level design has been taken over. Well, ported over. That could have been longer. Like, yeah, I'm really trying. And I finished Sekiro. I'm actually good at video games. I don't think you're doing that with a dash jump. Yeah, something I feel this game could have done better is that tutorialization isn't all there. Well, it isn't there really. It's just kind of... if you know about X8 or you've played a good amount of Mega Man X, then you can get it. The fact that your sprite art's this good is gonna leave me the fact to comment on some of the more subpar parts of it, I think. I actually think X3's water looked a good amount better than this one. But I don't know how good you could potentially make it look, you know. You can see this background here and it's like, oh, you know, it's slightly different shades of blue. No, for what there is here, I think this might just be the, despite some of the more bland spots, it still just might be the best looking Mega Man sprite-based game, honestly. Even in spite of X4 and how much people like that game visually, or something like Mega Man Base. I'm not making it up there yet. Yeah, I'm not getting enough height. A lot of stuff to say. I'm glad I can make this with confidence. I try to make... Well, I've had thoughts before of making content kind of like this, but no, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, instead of a boring enemy gauntlet, you can just go through or ignore them. Like, oh, there's a lot of bats. How do I handle this situation? And just trying to look at the charge frame by frame. I like your interpretation of it. Unique in its own right. Well, of course, looking nice. Not sure how I feel about this here. Like, you have this dip here, but X is standing on it just fine. Again, more visual flair. With him readjusting, he has like 2 frames of animation. Camera panning could have been a bit better. It's kind of basic, gets the job done. So it looks a little bit off. Yeah, like, it doesn't look like these rocks are like this is a place like, right on the line of like, oh, should he be standing on there? No, I think I would have just made the rocks a bit taller here. That texture right there. I don't remember these crab enemies at all from base X8. I know I've always, and a bunch of other people as well, have said, oh, Mega Man 11 introduced the breaking shield with a charge shot, but no, X8 did that first. Like what, 2003? This problem Mega Man games have stuff stuck in walls. Not that I'm really faulting for you, it's just kind of funny how it didn't fully open all the way. You see them open, like, you know, it's just your visual flair at play. I love that gate animation. I need a gif of that. It looks so smooth. Like, eat your heart out, PlayStation 1 sprite-based game, sprite-based Mega Man. I think the fact that you can charge shot open enemies is fine, but no, gonna see this later on, where the game is really asking you to air dash, and, you know, there's a decent chance this might be someone's, well, I'm not sure about decent, but there's a chance like every game that exists could be someone's first. For example, I don't really like Sonic games anymore. There's a few I like. There's like 7 I actually consider worth a damn. The rest are like whatever to pretty crap to atrocious. And it's like the bad ones were my starting point. Some of the worst. I think 06 was my first Sonic game, followed by Secret Rings, you know. I also had Unleashed for the Wii and Colors, so, you know, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I played some of the worst ones first. Interesting you bring X down right there. I guess to avoid any potential collision problems. Yeah, this intro stage is fine, given it's taken from X8. A lovely air dash. Sparks. It looks really good. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm sorry if any of you are bothered by it, but I'm just gonna keep pointing it out. Yeah, little sparks there. I wouldn't mind if we had the Alia feature from X6, X7. Oh wait, yeah, X8 also had it. Like, oh, here's the note. These flames also look really nice. Like, oh, you can do this in this section. And this is the purpose of the air dash. I think you could have tutorialized that better. And really tutorialized in this game. And good subpixeling that's taken to there as well. Oh, I charged in here when I played this first. And like, I think it would have been a good touch. I don't know if it is. I'll have to check. If I remember to check, that is. If X started charging as soon as he saw Sigma. Really lovely how the lighting is on Lumine's face and the portrait there. How many sprite artists I see even now that are like indie don't really do subpixeling that well. Rival of Aether comes to mind as like, oh, that's quality subpixeling. Then almost no others, at least right now. They look a lot more chunky when they move their sprite work around. Oh, the music doesn't keep playing. I think you should have looped it. You should have looped it. I was just talking for a little bit. It's already gone. I'll send in my team for the rescue. The plot for X8's kind of whatever, and this is really just porting that. I don't think you really fixed anything. Vile. I'm kind of surprised you didn't get, okay, 2 things. I'm kind of surprised you didn't get Super Nintendo versions of these tracks. Because it's like, could you not find anyone willing to do it? Like, for something as promising as this looked, and like just making a demake of this in like what 2.5 years, that's still pretty respectable. Was nobody willing, or did you just not ask someone? I'd love to stay and play with you, but if I have too much work to do. You're a criminal. Not a chance. Under our control now. Aha. Oh, here we go. I guess it's fine you put Lumine in this thing here, but I'm not too familiar with X8's plot anyway. And analyzing stories is a weak point for me. That's like what I'm weakest at, besides if you asked me to play a puzzle game. Those two are probably my kryptonite. Besides programming, of course, I'm really inept at that as well. Everything else I could find something to comment on. Even my weaker aspects like, you know, music theory or whatever. You know, can be okay about commenting on stories. I need to analyze that about us as well. But again, it's also General notes, I'm just spewing from what I see. Nothing too awfully in depth for this. I know there should have been a cutscene after that. X talking to himself about what's gonna happen next. Because yeah, we don't go to base. There's no base here. There's no like small 1 to 3 room hub. I know it would have taken more time, but that's not here. So we just kind of go to stage select, or the just a short cutscene or something. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of the holograph picture there on the right. Like, I really like the stage select. It's the most lively one out of any X Super Nintendo games. But it's really hard to see what that's supposed to be. The transparency on that is too high. I'm at least glad the CRT television, whatever weird TV X2 has going on, is not nearly as bad as that game. You did a good job toning that down. Maybe they just share the same transparency value. Boxes also look smoother than any X Super Nintendo game as well. It's not because you're cheating with modern tools, I don't think. We'll put an asterisk to cheating, but I think they were all just like, oh, different sprites showing on screen over the course of a couple of frames. This seems to be the same case. Oh well. It's also cool you've made achievements. That's nice. Gravity Circuit. Are you familiar with Gravity Circuit when you put this in? Yeah, a few of these. Optic Sunflower, no upgrades without taking damage. What we're after. We're no monsters, no one can control us. I do think you should have gotten more feedback from this demo. But I think people like me are good enough to really comment on this in depth. There's a couple others I know. Nico's kind of got too much of a stick up his butt nowadays. But there's a few people I think you could have asked for advice in this game. I know, if I'm remembering right, which wouldn't surprise me either in the slightest, but you had some feedback by random people on Twitter or whatever. And I think you just ended up ignoring it, which I don't blame you with what they're saying. Depends if you're someone like me who can actually, has experience. I think you should have highlighted these for each one you're on. Just a little nice bit of visual flair. These are good sprites nonetheless. Oh my god, Bald X. If you watch this, you need to make a Bald X sprite. I need that. Yeah. That's flesh as well. It's cool how you have the underbody. You really didn't have to make the underbody, but you did. And you don't have to make them jut like that, but you did. That's cool. Well, I would have changed that to air dash enabled instead of like can air dash. Nitpicky, I know, but Or maybe you expanded this menu to better tell different abilities. I would have had some reformatting here of a different menu. In terms of like graphical style, I would have you be the artist 100% of the time. You're making better sprite art than most people that I know that have ever worked on Mega Man. You've got visuals down pat A, A-, if not solid A. Most people I know are at best are like a B. I have high standards in terms of what you can really do with sprite art. You look at like, Metal Slug, and we somehow haven't achieved that same standard. That was a standard set about 20 years ago now. And, nobody's ever met that standard since. At least in terms of what they're doing specifically. There's a few exceptions. Arc System Works has really good visuals, and they occasionally dabbled in higher resolution sprite art. There's what is it? Owlboy, I think. Creator of that made some few projects that are notable. Kaze, K's in the Wild Masks, however you're meant to say it. That has high resolution sprite work. Not the same in terms of subpixeling, but you know. Is what it is, I suppose. Still ultimately really hard at the end of the day. I can keep working on sprite art, that's the goal I want to achieve. Man, this is so much better with a controller. Come on, did I get something? Sweet. Small quality of life thing. I wonder if you can enable or disable upgrades. Oh, could have added that in. You know, I know X Corrupted has that. If only X Corrupted looked as good as this game. People aren't gonna like that, but it's true. Yeah, like here. I think you could have taught wall kicks better. No, wall kicks. Air dashing in a fashion. And the fucking interest rage, just have Alia. You know, just add Alien. No reason not to, or like a training level or something. Here, I'll just come back and get the stuff after, you know. Oh, I need to check. Can you exit out? You can. Smart boy. Smart. That was so stupid in the X games. You can skip the intro, that's good. Another good inclusion. Trust this game is better than most X games, which isn't a high bar. But you know. I like the HUD as well for the grading system there. Damn it. Probably not gonna get the S. Oh, air dash saved me there. There was a life there hanging. I missed one. Does S give you anything? That's good. You made me want to replay the stage. We kept it pretty simple. Honestly, I think you could have gone further with it at the same time, but definitely more interesting than the base X8 version. That's really whatever. Yeah, I think you could have better taught this to people. Because it's like the air dash isn't really... Yo! Caray. Casi me chingue. Like, yeah, here's a vestigial remnant of the X8 base stage. Okay, you keep an A rank. Gotcha. Could have been doing it faster. Glad I got something though. Okay, he took a lot out of the base X8 stage. In terms of what different stuff you could find there. Not, of course, I wouldn't really care that you don't have cut, man. Like, who really cares about that stuff? Like here. It actually took me a bit to like, oh, if I was like a new player, I would have thought, oh, I guess I have to air dash. I believe what these games are. The optional stuff you have to think about, not really the main platforming challenges. Again, the X games never really use the air dash. It's just base dashing around. And you could have taught that better. Okay, doing good. I didn't warm up or anything, so I'm glad I'm this good at this. Despite I haven't played Mega Man in a hot minute. Good thing it overfills your combo or whatever you want to say, your rank. What is this? Something good. Prepare parts for you. Try these buster parts. H. A spread charge shot attack. Like, yeah, there's no original capsule design. These are just excellent ones. Really good spark, though. Damn. I wish it was easy to rip. Well, I knew a few people that would help me. I wanted to. Yeah, these are blocked. I guess have to make it at the same. You have to make it at the time goal, and get all ranks. I think over the top the main one is. Really go. Really gives you the sense of power it has. Hopefully, it has. This stage is kind of short, but you know, it is replayable, so that kind of makes up for it. The thing with X8 is, you know, of course the gimmicks, but I'm not going to really comment on those in depth because I'm not as confident enough with my take to really give a big opinion on it. I think that opinion does have some weight, but I also don't think the enemies were really used that interestingly, or yeah, actually didn't use its enemies as well as it could have, not nearly as well. X1 probably has the best enemy usage out of any X game, hands down. Must have an inkling over after here. There's little guys that possess the other people. Guys, people, they're both robots. That make them stronger, and it's like, that's such a footnote in that game. That's so forgettable, I think. Nobody really ever mentions it. They just show it in footage, and I've always remembered it somehow. Even though that game barely uses it to my recollection. And you really give these characters a 3D look with some of their idle animations. No one control us. No monsters. Better stop our plans. I wonder how much of the dialogue is the same. I don't remember almost any dialogue from base X8. It's pretty whatever. Ah, damn. I was wondering how much damage it did. Seems to stack. I know you probably took this idea from Bloodborne, because apparently that idea started there of like, oh, your health turns red, and if you deal damage, then it can come back for what's red if you do it fast enough. I wonder if any other games have done that. That's a friend of mine who's a huge Souls fan, and they tell me, oh yeah, that's from Bloodborne. Of course not. Not to say you knew Bloodborne specifically when we took that idea, but or that I really blame you or really care. I was just trying to be funny. Yeah, I don't want to get touched by that. No thanks. This is a fun phase. I remember liking this when I first played. It really keeps you on your toes. It keeps you moving. It keeps you moving. Like right there. I wasn't. I hesitated. I'm not sure if I want to kill him. Can disable armor upgrades, just not hard tanks. People that want the challenge run, but they actually may pick something up. Oh my god, using a Sega Genesis sound from Sonic, but I'm not sure if that would even sound the same on a Super Nintendo. I think you could have made the reticle have a bigger reticle around it to help you gauge the size of the laser. But you know, that would make this pause easier. Something I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is a lot more fun than I remember the base fight being, even if it's taking a bit for me to really land. Nice. Shorter iframes than I thought. I guess that was intentional for maybe this phase or in general. I'll test the other bosses out if I remember to do that. I'm even recording with OBS. Gonna have to censor that. I'll take this out. It's good that the CRT there. No, completed. That's good. There's a checklist by default. That's nice. CRT look. What was it? That's my train of thought. Yeah, there's no weapon room. You really should have added one. Bit of a mistake there. Everyone's just been doing a few things 11 did. And it's like, for a good reason. And it'll give me a place to mess around with my weapons. Just happenstance, I have the buster part that makes it so I don't drain any weapon ammo, so I can experiment with that, but you know, have a weapon room that has a weapon description on screen and, responding enemies to let you try it on there. I've never seen a Mega Man game introduce this, but just no random option for the select screen. Just little life things. Oh my god, a genuine remake. They're making these skiers spin. But they wouldn't like that on the whatever. Kinda wish I was more familiar with X8. And I could really say. Oh, these overlap. These can overlap. I think maybe they should be active for regular enemies. I'm not too sure. Barely started playing the game. I need to disable that. Armor ability. Blank. I can't make this nothing, I don't think. Button top. It would change the weapon. That's right, there's no clear option for this, it's a bit lame. Want it to be something that doesn't conflict with me playing. Okay. Sage seems fairly one-to-one thus far. Yeah, I remember this room. Oh, it's already full. Damn, okay. I don't think it would fill up any faster than it did in the Vivisection games. I know PlayStation 1 games especially were really stingy about that. You get a full health restore capsule, and then it's like, doesn't even fill it halfway. You'd have to get 3 of those. Something like that. Yeah, then you want to stand here. Then you want to go up. Oh, thank god it didn't activate. Just wondering if that would happen. Thing but the most X games that I'm glad X8 fixed was half damage reduction, not being half anymore for body armor, because in the S games it's like you're essentially doubling the amount of stuff that can hit you, because say in X1 you have max heart tanks and max sub tanks but no body armor. And then you get the body armor. You have, like, technically 8 sub-tanks, Let Lumine go. Now. Always the positive thinker. Never kiss it all goodbye. That doesn't seem like... Hey! Where's my mini-boss health bars? Never liked games not doing that. Consider giving mini bosses health bars, please. That's kind of nutty. That's kind of nutty. Even if that didn't take ammo. Good choice taking the sound effects from Sonic 3. I always like those. Even if Sonic 3's execution isn't all there. Let's go. Let's presentation is top notch. No friend of mine said that Sonic 3 is the best looking video game made up to that point. I'm like, you know what? You're close. You're really close with saying that and saying such a sake. Dash out of the way or whatever. Hopefully this works. Okay. You scared me there. Ah, pale. Oh, pale. I'm screwed. Oh. Gamer. Gamer! Let's go. Repaired parts, repaired parts, aye. Oh my god, can I commission you to, like, work on the graphics more for this game? I can just pay you for it and not say anything. You know, like how X Corrupted has gotten over a decade's worth of Twitch bits and subs. They're like, oh, we're not paying JKB Games and the others for the game. We're paying them for the stream. Capcom hasn't done anything, which I'm glad. Fuck Capcom. Let them be paid for it, I'd say. I get why Capcom didn't, like, oh, strike a deal with them. Like, oh, you know, try and... Why don't we, make this game official? You know, they won't. Oh well. At least it happened at all. Should be done in like 2 years. I've been saying this for the past 5 years, but their fault of making the scope bigger every time. But I digress. By jumping near them, board this capsule to equip this ability. Well, the light does look cleaner than in Super Nintendo, so you did brush up the castle. Same with the lightning flash and the little helmet thing. I'm surprised I got that first try. Then again, I've been playing Chicken Horse, Ultimate Chicken Horse with some friends, and it's like, just kicking everyone's asses. Oh, is this a chance for using the air dash? Yep. Yeah, you could have taught that better. Change the introduction stage a bit, or, you know, Alia telling you about it. You have alien stages, I don't see why not. Add a little beep from X6. It's perfectly fine. They all missed. Damn it, I missed again. I'm still good. Yeah, nothing against projectiles. Well, Dr. Light didn't say it, but I had to be sure. Maybe it was an additional feature. That's fine. This is the way forward. I wonder what games I would demake if I ever got full on into game creation. Something like this looks really cool, and that's played pretty well so far. Some really good visuals. If I ever made my own game, I went too soon. Not sure why. Being a moron. Oh, that all quality of life thing could show a symbol for checkpoints. It really doesn't matter or amount to pretty much anything, but you know, just stuff to consider. Yeah. Let me in there. Sends you out here, okay. Another thing. Yeah. X games didn't add teleporting. Oh. This life shouldn't be free, I don't think. No, you should have to work for that. You kinda just handed it out for no reason. No challenge there. Maybe this? Maybe forgot to do something with it. I don't blame you for forgetting, but it is what it is. I'd probably try to demake my own Mega Man. I'm not sure which one. There's a few good choices. Not sure about. I would actually want to read another free life. I don't know how I feel about that. More negative than positive. Right, it's already full. Kind of just letting me take these for no reason. Usually it's good to have a challenge with those. You know, difficulty balancing and all that. If you think the stage was too BS, then maybe that's why you put the lives there. Which of course is kind of like a really meh way of doing it in most cases. It's like, oh, you get to try again without resetting. Like, this is a decent secret, but maybe 2 big ones was too much as well. And that one actually had to think for a bit. Oh, right. Not only noticing it, but if you didn't notice, then thinking to do it. Maybe there's something up there. Used to be an incredible scientist. He was an average warrior, too. I'm sorry I had to make the reference. It was obligatory. It's part of the YouTube contract. Did Sigma make you go Merrick? Once again, you attach labels to me. I'm not sure. Another semantical thing. I'm not sure if I... Damn it. I prefer the... Fudge. I prefer the... text boxes. Talking about text boxes is gonna get me killed. For the text boxes having slight transparency instead of being pitch black. There, I got it out. Now I should be able to beat the boss. It does say it saves on the top right. I think that says saving lives. And that's something wacky I found out about Demo 3 when I played, is that you couldn't save your game. The game was mostly done and you still couldn't save your game. I've never seen that before. I really like the health bar flashing whenever you shoot him. That's good, that's good. Is the rule that you can do a bit more damage after you do any form of charge shot? Seems to be. Yeah, I know this one. Oh, here we go. Instead of that really weird black hole that's like, oh, you cannot be in the center. Oh, lose to a... Ah, that was almost cool. I lost to an ant when I was trying. Damn. Got plenty of lives though. Got like, what, 3 left? Yeah, I guess right. Though, I mean, I knew. Here we go. Bang. Seems to be the rule. Just remember the bosses being a lot more untested in Demo 3. So it doesn't seem to be an issue now. And the icons are short, but the attacks are really intimidating. I think X6 could have definitely done more with that. This is still a bit much. I'm alive! Okay, you still drained the whole thing. Not sure how I feel about you not changing that. Because you changed the exit unit thing, how that works. But sub-tanks still work the same, you know. I don't want to die. I'm gonna die here. Damn it! Kind of fun. This is my first ever evaluation, Nico style. But unlike him, I can like a game that's easy. Nico's too much like, oh, easy game bad. Sorry, Nico, but you are. Nico Thulin. No, it doesn't go to Antonian. Antonian. That really is his name, though. Never draw in that case. That doesn't count. That does, though. Alright, let's go. Doesn't work. I'm dead. Damn it. Current thoughts, he's fun, but might be a bit too much. Just a sub-tank last time and I still died. Not sure what I would change the most. I think it might be some attacks overlapping. Clearly I was in some really tight spots with these black holes that still spawn. Alright. Shut up now. Focus even harder. Like that. He's coming up from the ground. Or that. Yeah, I'm cornered by the black hole. Yeah. That I could have dodged. Oop, by the way. Gonna have to do this boss later. I like how tense it is, but I think its attacks overlapping for me, that's too much. I'm an idiot. I'm almost dead already. There's a lot of stuff you can tweak with boss design typically. Oh, make it do more damage. Make it less damage. Oh, make this slower. Make this faster. There's no password or save screen. That's right, there isn't a save option. Doesn't seem like it. It's really weird. Whatever, I'll try another stage. I landed on the same one with my eyes closed. Ah, my lord. I'll just go here. Woohoo! He doesn't look like a Yeti. He looks like a snowman. Yeah, a good amount of... I don't... these visual arts more. It's like, yeah, you could have done... I think it wouldn't have been that hard at all to add line scrolling here in the background. It's just the one big one. But I don't know. Oh, option doing it normally. Let's go. Somehow I haven't been hit yet. I think I can shoot as much as you can in collision damage too. Also seems dependent on speed. Seems to work how it did in the demo. Okay. So many frames for this. These knock you off. Okay. I think if we scaled it down, it'd be fine. For better visibility. It's so weird playing this stage. This is basically an original one completely. You can take the bike here. And you can kill stuff with the bike too. That's rad. Right. I should... Yeah, and you want to get off in time. This weapon might be too strong. I don't know about without having, you know, infinite ammo to use it. That's what I remember from playing the demo and getting through all the way with it, is that they're really more like buster replacements, which I like, instead of like an alternate option. They were kind of like that in a few Mega Man games, but here it's like, oh, that really looks intentional, like with X4, but X4 has such bad weapon balancing. I was too distracted by the visual of the flames. That's the reason I didn't do it right. Can I get another bike somehow? Aha! Nyong. Here we go! Ah, damn. Respawnable enemies. Go away. Shoot. Can I even get up there? Okay, it looks like I can. I have to try this like 2 more times. Now then, it's probably not possible. Oh, I can air dash with this thing. I wasn't even sure. Because you could in an X2. I wonder if health drops could have restored the bike. But you know. Design decisions and choices. Oh, please. No! Crap. Christ on a stick. Okay, I'll go get another one. Only because the section is actually fun to play with it. That's the sole reason I'm trying again. You hear me, Soul Developer? You made me want to try it again. Good job. Should have put a bike over there, though, I think. Yeah. Right. Collision damage. Yum. Ah. You know, the reward is good. I was just hoping for a capsule. I'm very, 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 very mildly disappointed. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's got intrinsic motivation. Another bike section, let's go. Right, it's the... Oh, jank. No. X3 ice. The worst kind of ice. Where's my health bar? Mini boss health bar, please. Wonder how you could have changed that boss. That was too quick. That was just air dash, mash, like that. I wouldn't have minded if you limited the amount of shots the bike can do for the sake of bouncing. Or you had to get on a different bike that wasn't as good as the other ones. There are no iframes on that bike. No, stop torching it. It's an expensive ride. Bastards. Momentum. No! Capsule jump. Probably. I need to map this game out too. No! Crap. I wonder if this game will be better than X1 in my eyes. I already like it more than X4. Sorry to say. X4 is a good game. But it should have been better given how simple it is, I think. To put it succinctly. Time for people to speculate over my thoughts once the X videos release, and then I put this out. And they're like, how could you not like X4 that much? Oh, there's a bike here. There's no way I can... There's no way for me to get up there. I think if you had a ramp right here, small ramp right here, that'd be okay. Or just make this completely sloped so I don't have to keep backtracking. Probably the best ride biker stage in the series. Don't get me wrong. I think the punishment for missing via having to try again is too much. It's too tedious. Too annoying. Can this work? It should, you know. Like an orbital laser to get rid of any walls, it's like, how do you make it different from the other walls, you know? Head parts H. Weapons charge speed. Can I equip these on command? Looks like, yeah, what Propolis said in his review. Sometimes like, yo, give me that part back, please. Give me that part back, please. Okay, that's good. Oh, faster charge shots. I don't think Light said faster charging. Just faster weapons. I skimmed over the text, forgive me. Not doing my due diligence as a critic here. And I wonder if these break with the bike. Try to get up there with it. I know that has multiple solutions. But you know. And multiple solutions of the base X8, which Metropolis got wrong. Where the navigator says, oh, different types of flight or whatever. Get in our way. What do you think you're doing? Old model Reploids have no business here. What is that supposed to mean? Ecological balance at risk. Of course, a lot of these games have kind of good stories for what they are, and then just crap stories later. And even more crap stories. Mostly garbage or whatever. And too focused on saying what I wanted to say. Story-wise, instead of focusing. Is that the motivations for a lot of these Mavericks in these games could have stood to have been said or just thought on a bit more. I think if you just had me as a story influencer or, you know, editor or whatever, I think some of these would have been so much more interesting. Because they're just that plain. I'm not good at stories. I'm good at not really creating them, but fixing them I can maybe do something. A lot of these are like, okay, that's your ambition. There we go. I think I would have been able to get it if I didn't have boosted charging speed. I think the snowflakes slowly getting smaller. Ah, you could have had a darker thing for the the achievement there. I guess it was in place because you didn't want to cover any possible game info, but it's already so out of the way. Oh. Ice Shore you can. Random option, goddammit. I don't want to choose. I want the game to choose for me. I'm skipping your intro. Ooh, high resolution sprite art. Wait, what happens if I go behind them? Ah, you can't. You know, feature creep and all that. I think a fun idea could have been, if you can get behind him, but he just does, like, big sweeping attacks or something like that, and it's like, there's no way of surviving it. Like, have him still go after you. Instead of just a invisible wall. There's a capsule nearby. Oh, he got rid of it. Does he die? He does. Interesting you make this choice, I like that. He breaks it for you and you have to notice. Body parts eye. And it's not backtracking the stage either for the second part. Other people say it's uninteresting, but I need to go back and see how I really feel on it, because it is recontextualized. It just depends if the challenge is actually just, you know, good. Enemies will not be able to knock you back. Take this. I didn't mean for that. Thumb. It looks like a pet cone. Yeah, like just reuse these from X1. And here's a case where we're using a past assets because it's like, oh, good touch. You make the light go off. That's good. That makes sense. Now you have the fire tank. So like, oh, maybe you'll need a fire weapon. You could potentially plant that seed in someone's head. Just have this be like a section, a one-way room, you know. Sure you could think of something, but it's just that part of the problem is that X series just had such higher mobility when compared to Classic. With Classic, it's like, oh, you could just have like a one tile tall room, but you can't slide into it because it's coming out of a wall. That's it. That's all you really need to make a one-way room for Classic a lot of the time. Here you got air dashes, you got regular dashes, you got wall jumps, you got double jumps with 0, and then you got hovering with Axel. How would you make a one-way room here? You know, I'm thinking something dickish is just adding a bunch of spikes. Working with those. You don't really want to put the probably want to put the person in danger that goes in here. You know, they worked for the capsule, but now they still have to deal with danger right after. Sure, it can work, but you know. Probably just want to make this section right here smooth. I'm not too sure how you could do it. Trying to think of something. Thinking spikes might be the best choice. Either that, or you can make this section a bit longer. Then just have it be a wall you can't reach. Yeah, and then put spikes at the bottom part. Section you can't reach via dashing or air dashing. I think that would work okay. You have to make such a wide gap. Good effect in the sand going away. Bit earlier there. Instead of just completely disappearing. Alright, these guys. I always forgot these were in the game. There's a footnote in the stage. They seem to only appear for like the first section. It's gonna be an issue in a later stage where you have a way down, but it's like you need to clearly tell people that, oh, you want to. Really lovely thinking frames. Come on. Whatever. Aha. Ah. I reacted as fast as I could and he still blocked it. You want to make it a point when you have level design. You want players to hug the wall. You have to really clearly communicate that. X3 actually did that well, oddly enough, where it's like you have the second half of Volt Catfish that is actually pretty fun. It feels in vain with X1 and X2's level design, with the bolt of lightning consistently going up and down the walls, and you have to carefully wall jump. It's like, oh yeah, the game seems to be telling me that right now I don't want to just fall down the pit. Okay, no. Maybe? Definitely not targeting that though. Oh, it does work. Okay, that's good. You surprised me there. You thought you weren't gonna make that work. Giant orbital laser not work on a box. Like, come on. It's another point of contention with these games. People sometimes say. I actually don't know, huh? I'm actually not a big fan of the subpixeling here. Makes sense for his arm. Makes sense for its arms. A little bit mixed on it. It's like, I'm here really trying to criticize the bad points of when you're really trying to add extra artistic flair. What was it? Yeah. Logical sense in these games. People always go to the fact that, oh, the fire weapon works underwater. That means this game is bad. Or whatever. And it's like, you could apply that so much more to other stuff. People always go to the fire weapon. I think, oh, then why do electric weapons work just fine underwater, you know? Because part of it would be unreasonable, but some of it wouldn't be unreasonable to ask, I don't think. It's like if the spark shock, or no, electric spark in X1, when you're underwater, it just acted as a screen nuke. I've thought of that. I was like, oh, it's a weaker screen nuke, so it would just do lemon damage, so you would spam it. It would be a screen nuke, but you would need repeated uses. Stuff like that. Seems to be an original frame. Yeah. Good job on that. And why do other weapons not get slowed down underwater, huh? Ah, this is lame. It's just free. But like a short momentary gauntlet. I think literally all you need to do is to fix this room is add a spike right here. You know, the pointing crystals and Crystal Snail, I think, has pointing crystals. You know, have the threat of instant death, but, you know, make it a little bit harder. I think it'd still be easy, but it would have something than just, well, hard tank. My opinion on this being quote-unquote complete compared to how it was with Demo 3 has lowered in some sense, but I'll see as I go along. I'm really curious as to how you're gonna do the end stages. The game still pauses when you get hit. I think I would have done with an even shorter pause. I don't know, it's kind of similar to health pausing you in these games. You pick up health, and it's like, oh, it's right. The challenge is to slide under this part, and it's like you're gonna slide into spikes, but you don't have full health, and you collect the health, so the game freezes. You have to do this shimmying action. It'll just collecting it like you do in Gravity Circuit, and you just go. Top 5 Mega Man game that isn't a Mega Man game. Go watch my video on it. Go give me more than 100 views. I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but heed my words when well, take caution when I say that. Doesn't look like you're a level designer. I like this notice one. It's just... It took me a bit to register. I guess you don't seem like a level designer. Just fine. I think that this level so far could have been a good amount more engaging, even if you don't have that many building blocks to work with, you know. Mash stash, mash stash. Oh, I should have mashed harder. Yeah, like that right there is kind of stupid. The heart tank is whatever, we just get it. It's an X3 heart tank, you know. And they've still been more interesting than the rare metal collection in X8. Because it's like an X8, you just, you know, you wank around digging places, going around places digging for stuff, like how RZ put it. Like, yeah. And I've made fun of this game before a few times. Base X8, of course, where it's like, oh, what is this, Minecraft? You know, just going around digging to collect your upgrades, and it's like, but why? They wanted a way to put them in the game, but no, I think that really just detracts more than it adds to the game. Okay, I have to be careful there. Being reckless. I'm glad he's also attacking. And he does a sweeping attack. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this isn't as mindless as I was possibly fearing. He could have stood to do more damage, but he did a good job translating him into 2D. This looks ugly. The doors look out of place because you put them and they're not like at the end of the screen like they are right here. X6 moment, hello, lol. Man, an X6, it look hella awkward for Blaze Heat Nicks. It's like, what the fuck? Is he normally blue? That's a different shade of blue compared to the one in the portrait. Was that intentional? Space development. Sigma! It's all Sigma's fault! Brainless maverick like yourself could understand. Oh, that hurts. I just, okay. Earth rock till the bite. I think that's your name. Oh, they're faster. I was wondering if he was gonna keep doing them. That's how he is in X8. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I preferred a bit to his space fight from what I remember. Good. Not great though. A lot of people compliment X4's boss fights, but they really aren't that good. They're just a lot better than X1 to 3's. Good job also editing X's pose there. Added the armor parts you have equipped. I'm really surprised X3 didn't have that, even though they're in the game's files. They were right there. Could have finished those in like, I don't know, a day or 2 hours fighting. But whatever, you know, X3 was made while the company was busy going under due to corruption or whatever. Wow, who's surprised? Cool pose. That's cool. Was it? Yeah, achievements. I was gonna say this earlier. The achievement box in the bottom right. And when you have stuff like that, you have to think of like, oh, is it gonna cover anything in my game? You know, if it really doesn't cover anything in like 98% of stages, then yeah, you could have just made it darker so visibility isn't kind of blurry. The stage is so much better. You knew what you were doing with fixing this, even though it's a bit obvious to fix. It's still like, yeah. Damn it. I wonder how these platforms are arrayed. I gotta sneeze. These platforms are arrayed. Do they just repeat if you wait long enough? Not that anyone would, but I'm genuinely curious. Could wait for luck. Oh, you probably have to. I think. That's a bit short of a gap there. Ooh. Ah. No. No, please. Yeah! I only realized it when I died. I could have used the charged Shoryuken from the ice. Save myself right there. I wonder how the Sigma moon stages takes place on the moon. Sigma stages. Guess they repeat? Question mark. Still not too sure. Can't do it in the air though. Okay, that would have saved me potentially. Good momentum with it. Doesn't seem like you can air dash out of it though. You can do it after an air dash. Okay, you can't. Let me just be sure. Interesting. I wonder if that was deliberate. Like, oh, it doesn't waste any ammo, but if you don't have any, you try to use it, you still can. Oh, I thought there was something up there. Alright, this is the room with the weird vertical shafts full of spikes. Haha, shaft. I think you could have put a big guy here, a big chunky enemy, then the life behind him. And I like how this guy's here. You can't delete him, but it's really tight. That would have been a touch up for the level design, I think. That's just another life that's kind of like, oh, here you go. Oh, okay, thanks. Not that it's bad to have free rewards, but I've seen more of them in this game than I have in overall Mega Man games, and I've only done like, what, 4 stages? Could be the exception. I'll see when playing more. Mapping out this game is going to be fun. I remember in an earlier demo before 3, I think, some of the layouts had it so... Geez, somebody farted. Some of the layouts had it. Are these from Morph Moth stage? I think they are. Wait, no. It's either that or the Vial stage in X3. I don't know too much about these about these stupid games. Yeah, like here you could have added another bat like right here. Maybe a couple of bats. I think that's enough for player wanting to get health. Electricity. So there are a few options. Does that insta-kill though? Yes, it does. It's interesting you made that it insta-kills. It would have needed some overhauling, of course, but here's an idea, because, well, I guess there's something to consider, because, you know, you could add some problem solving there. Like, oh, how do I disable lightning? You know, but once you know it, and that's the issue with these X solutions, which is why I like gravity circuit so much. That gets really good. Enemy selection's in it, but the rest I can't really criticize too much, because it's like main level design. It has like 8 things per stage, at least, alongside the paint chip and something else I'm forgetting. Yeah, a life or EX tank for EX moves. Like, all of those are just platforming challenges. This is like, oh, one thing. Okay, I have multiple options, but it's like, yeah, you could have potentially yeah, I'm two minds about it. You could potentially had this be a problem-solving moment instead of like, oh, it's to kill lightning. Yeah, I have the ways to get it for just this thing. Oh, it's not like base X8. That sound effect. Where is it from again? Pew. That sounds like Wily Wars. Yeah, like here it's a bit tricky to really get players to like, oh, you should be clinging onto the wall. You shouldn't just be falling. There's spikes earlier at the bottom section over there. Like here, I think you just took the spikes away, but you added enemies on the way down. I don't know. That would need some restructuring and really changing how base X8 is as a game. This is fine, but you're not like no pit falling into spikes like this one. I happen to do it. I think it's all psychology. Something I've been mildly interested fairly recently. Like here, I could have just made the jump or gotten killed. I think I'm just doing this out of habit. Some more wall jumping like that. I guess there's problem solving here. Oh, that's tight. Tight. Sorry, I just came to mind. I had to say it. Dash invincibility, but only while on the ground. Well, I've also been a bit of an ask, but I wonder if you also considered being able to charge weapons to separate levels. You can in X8. So that's not a spike bit. Like that, this feels nice to do. It's also the thing Gravity Circuit also, so glad they did, is that spikes no longer instant to kill. It's like, oh, that's such a lowered punishment, but it's still relatively high given how much damage they do. Mega Man is like, spikes, they must kill. Which I'm glad, what was it? Yeah, X Corrupted also realized you could possibly do in a Mega Man game. So with this game having so many of these, series having so many of these things. Does it stay frozen? Okay. Hoping it thaws out. Doesn't seem like it will though. Kind of like how Mega Man 11 did it. You have a wiggle room for you to do there. Not only with the stage pickups, but gears and the ice weapon in that game. Ah, okay, it's probably over there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like a foresight, I suppose. I thought when I was jumping across those, I'm like, oh, I don't think I can charge the ice weapon fast enough. I guess I could have. No time to do this normally. See how much wiggle room you give people. A good amount, and you can make it riskier. Yeah. Say it is worth the sub tank, but I think you could have made that lip bigger and just make this more horizontally to the right, but still, interesting! That's cool. That's cool. Cool touch. Oh, these disappear. But I had enough time to react to them too. That's nice. This is good touch, good touch. You can also do it this way. You can focus more on platforming than of these puzzles, which I don't mind how you've done them in this game. They're already better than most Mega Man games. But you know, could have had, I'm not sure if I can make that jump earlier with just an earlier jump. Do I have to have the ice weapon or other weapons to make it up there, you know? I think the music should also stop once the lava stops moving. Just have it fade out. And keep playing the stage music. But I'm gonna play for this part, sure. But you know, tense part's already over. Also always like the next state how this guy's already doing something. The other Mavericks are kind of just standing. That's something they could have done. Something you could have done potentially as well. But you know, more developer scope and all that. Borderline waste disposal center, where garbage pressurized and burned. Wonder what borderline means in this sentence. It's kind of a waste disposal center, but not really. We have no choice but to stop them. It's usually script. Yeah, something else to say. So much to say. Yeah, this game, these bosses do kind of bend when you use the weakness, kind of. I don't know how much you changed from the demo. But you can't just... The charge shots would do worthwhile damage. Even then, let go. You can't just... I want to fight you normally. Kill me. The charge shots are strong. Those serve as the weakness. So not only do you have to charge for it instead of just doing more damage. It would stagger them a bit, but the stagger isn't that long, if barely there. Oh, you can hear him do it, that's cool. Stagger's momentary, but it's still a cool visual thing. And, well, I would have to check all of them, but at least for this one. It's like, oh, weakness, but you can't really just abuse it, you still have to learn the fight to some extent. No, I definitely prefer Gravity Circuit's way of doing it. It's just that half the bosses are still too weak to EX moves. Makes sense that you get hit there. Oh, right. Shadow Dash. I like how it's changed compared to his fight, that you don't have the weird Weird platforms that move up and down. Mmm. Show them off decently, but it's also like, yeah, there's just no weapon room. You really should have added that, I think. I don't think anyone would disagree with this take. No. Yeah, practice weapon room. Please ignore that. Or don't. Can't make you ignore it. You only have to be aware. Or unaware. Alright, so the ones that look like soldiers. What makes them different? I wonder. Another life. It's kind of nutty how those still drop items. I don't think they ever have in most, if not every X game. I'm a fool. I forgot buttons work like buttons. I'm just there appreciating the visuals of the right armor. No, I remember in X8, if I'm not mistaken. What was it? I just had it on my tongue. Yeah, the weaker projectiles didn't do anything to you. Though I'm not completely sure on that. That did damage. These hurt me. Is it half the damage? It's no damage, but it's knockback. Okay. Yeah, that felt familiar. No! I also like how they don't seem out of health. So the health doesn't, what was it? Oh, music doesn't play if you're not in them. Am I supposed to be able to take this thing with me here? Oh, okay, that's good. That's the door. I wonder if we could have colored the door differently. Just a simple palette change. I don't know. There's something with the door make it look different. Hey, night of all this time, will you bombard me with questions? Like a project, this adventure. Chill out. Let's just enjoy this reunion, bro. I don't have to do anything. I just have to shoot this. Die. Dash fire button, but I'm not even looking at you. Okay, that actually hurts. Defeated Voil twice. Oh, right. I think with achievements in some games is that some of them don't try to be interesting. I would have to check the list to be sure how I feel about this games. But it's like, I know the GameSpot made a very good point about achievement hunting, and Enter the Gungeon makes a game vastly more interesting to play. Because it has you go out of your way to play the notable content. Just that the game has some really stupid secrets. I really don't get the first one where you go into the slime level, where it's like, oh, you have to put out the fire And then there's a switch in there, but you're not even told that there's a switch in there. It's supposed to be a secret. Ooh, just some trial and error horse crap. And after that, you get the shield, and then you're supposed to apparently put that shield in a pedestal in the second level of the main dungeon. I'm like, why don't you make a small texture of a shield on the pedestal where you're supposed to put it? I didn't even think of that. I wouldn't even say put two and two together because it's like, I feel that's still too vague. It's still too stupid. Just made it much more straightforward. Like, oh, putting out a fireplace, I think that's already out of the way of line thinking. But I digress. Or the achievements in that game tell you, oh, you should go here. This is where the cool content is. Or other games where the achievements are, optional challenges that really get mileage out of the content by having just a goal to do. Jump again in the air. I just wonder how much this game does in terms of that. No, basically flip parts from X3, but you can jump again in the air. Your health is full, I think if your health is full, and especially if your health and the sub-tanks are full, you're able to heal the right armors. Guess I've got a laser to get rid of some of these boxes. Right, I don't even need this thing then. That's good, that's good. That's a good change you made. I'm still not... Ooh. Ah, there's no rare metals here. Just extra stuff. There's probably a sub-tank or hard tank up ahead. Depends how you did it. If I feel about, oh, you get into the capsule and it's like, oh, yeah, you can't have the part you had going in. It swaps in for you for the rest of the stage. So you can't equip and unequip parts by command, it seems. You kind of just stuck with it. It feels like it matters more in this game than base X8, but I'm not too sure. I've just felt that urge here more than I ever did in X8. Can't really tell you why though. Here we go. Ah, crap. I have to go even faster through here. You make me work to get my upgrades? Yeah. Okay, I like this challenge better than base X8. Doesn't happen often in games, but it's like, yeah, a case like this, like, oh, you know, you sacrifice the believability of something for gameplay. Oh, dash jump. Yeah, I don't think I had this much mobility. It's like foot chip plus. You could do you can do consecutive dash to the next three, but not a dash jump, jump, and then dash jump. Yeah, dash, dash, dash. No. You can do... Okay. You can do an air dash and a jump in the same jump in the air. But it can also be off of a dash jump. I'm glad this elevator is just like right here. I didn't like how long it took in X8, even though it didn't take that long. Oh my god, you actually kept this line. What are you talking about? No Reploid wished for destruction. Thought of such things yourself? I have. Intrusive thoughts are funny. No, what you're saying is... You think that the idea to be Maverick, don't you? You're forced to fight, you see. On guard. What's your weakness again? Ah. Burn. I definitely don't remember these missiles in base X8. Same with these bamboo shoots. Shit. I like that attack better than this kind of really stupid attack in base X8. That's just a big punch. Glad you changed that. Well, the bamboo shoots don't spawn on top of you. I was wondering if I just destroyed it or something. Ah. I'm not sure what to do in that situation because there's no bamboo shoots. Like, in the moveset I do have, like, yeah, but if I had no upgrades going in here, how do I dodge that? Do I have all parts for this armor? Seems like it. Is that why I can do... Wait, no, right armor ability. Is that why I can, you know... Oh, cool. What's the charge version? You don't even show me the charge version. Come on. Completed 100%. Completed 50%. Missing something 100%. You know what? What you should do is add small icons for what you have collected. And then what you don't have collected, just have it be a silhouette. Or just a question mark in a box. Easier to pin down. Much easier to pin down that way. Because, you know, X8 did that. It told you what you do have. And it doesn't tell you what you are missing in that stage. Keeps you wondering. Give and take with that sort of thing. Oh, there's an armor piece here. I have them all instead of getting more heart tanks or whatever. Okay. What do I have equipped though? Yeah, it looked yellow. Why are both arm parts glowing? Excuse me? Ah, these are actual 3D. You stinky little cheater. Weird how they don't glow all the time. Why did this one appear? Excuse me? I spaced out for a bit, but I don't think that was there. It just appeared. Am I going nuts? What do you do? Oh. Thought he put out like a army knife or something. I think in base X8 they're just regular mets. Yeah, like these look nice. Interesting challenge as well. And then you go up here and do it without getting hit. Ah, there's nothing here. Damn. Man, you took out a lot of the superfluous junk out of this game. Which is good. Even though you won't, you didn't say that in the description. They're like, oh, this is just my own interpretation. You should still play X8, it's great. So people wouldn't be mad. Yeah, perfectly understandable. I wonder if I would do that for any Mega Man projects I would make. This is intended as a replacement because the base version of this specific game sucks ass, lol. I think I would because I like doing it for the funny. Yeah. Yeah, background from X3. You know, I still stand with what I said about this game looking really good, but it's going down a bit with how many reused assets you have. Again, have to restate that, you know, I can't blame you for doing it in a sense. You just wanted this to be done. You didn't want to spend a decade working on a Demake for a game, you know? I just wonder what could have been. Because I am only wondering specifically because the really good visual parts of this game are really good. I can't overstate that. In terms of sprite art, this looks better than Corrupted. I wish Corrupted had this style. Very few people are gonna agree with me with me on that, I'm sure, but I think it's true. I think it's wholeheartedly true. I guess it's too strong for the Orbit laser to reach it. Just whatever. I think I should delete everything, of course, but you know. Fucking box is like whatever. What's the charge version of this? Bamboo shoot? Oh. Just a regular looking. Boom. Yeah, you have a couple of mobility options. Hopefully. I don't think it would be that hard. It really does just bounce around. That it'd be like, you know, like it bounces once. An awful lot going on, but I do also have a lot of mobility. I like that. I like that. That's right. So it's like good smear frame too. It's like charge shot on the Chos, Mega Man. I forget which ones. Bust open their guard. Man, these enemies we've been using so much more of an interesting way compared to the base X8. There, it's just like you mash and it's whatever. Here, they're chunky enough to take me and oh, that's good. That's good. You have room. I wasn't prepared, but he doesn't go all the way. That's good. Yeah, X8. All I remember is like sometimes touch him, and then you kind of just delete them. It's like, who cares? Ah, damn. There's nothing up here either. Something you could have done here is add multiple lasers. Just a whole ceiling full of lasers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So people don't try to come up here. Be disappointed like I was. Ah, damn. That'd be possible. I won't get hit this time, I promise. Yeah. This makes him much more clear than X8 does. In terms of keeping an enemy alive. Yeah, that game could have done it better, but I'm not too sure how. I think it's just the mediocre visuals in that game. Alongside the lighting. Yeah. Here it's a lot more emphasis on him, I guess, plainly. This little bugger. Does this insta-kill you? No. I wasn't sure because it was a different color. That's something else you gotta consider when you design enemies and gimmicks. It's got a different color. Maybe it acts differently. Sometimes some games are like, oh, this enemy looks different in terms of a paint job. But it's still the same thing. I genuinely thought that just then. Whatever, just go. It'd be funny if I could delete these. No, I thought this had like a 50% chance. Oh, if you would have taken damage, it stops you. That's cool. Hey, found out something, I guess. Not deleting these fan spinning blades. They're too strong. Dun 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 dun. Damn it. Oh, I don't need them. That's good. Makes sense that this thing would work here. But, you know. I'm not... That's a really tight jump. Yeah, that's really tight. And it's just basic stage reversal too. I think it's a bit much. Trying to make that jump there. This makes sense. It's, you know, optional stuff. There we go. Yeah, this is the thing from Bloodborne. I honestly wish more games had this ability, or something like it. Feels like, you know, it's a cool idea. Yeah, if you don't want me going up here, just add a bunch of lasers so I don't try it. Oh, wow, you can go over 10 lives. Well, you can go over 9, at least. It's a lot of free health, too. I'm not sure how I feel about that either. At least you're being consistent in terms of difficulty. A lot of these stages have, like, oh, free goodies. Am I going down here? Okay, you do, because this keeps going. Like, yeah. Like, this one makes sense if you... Well... Yeah, you wanted me to go down here. That's why it continues. The other ones you didn't want to. Well, that you were just juking me for no reason. Oh, this is the way I'm supposed to go. That'd be too hard. Ah, I think I'll just die. Not backtrack friendly, boo. Could've. I'm back here. Whatever, it's not too long. It's fine. I think it'd be interesting if this worked on these lasers. Because they are a projectile. Dumb. Here we go. Alright, I've got the health to take it. Whatever. Back here. Damn it. I must hit that hit less. I'm a dumbass. I thought that was another path over there. Unless I'm being extra stupid and there was and I missed it. I don't know why I thought that. Now it just feels stupid. You gave me the suck. Please tell me this is your weakness. Okay, it is. Yeah, makes sense. I don't remember his weakness. Most weaknesses in base X8. You burn Panda Man. And yeah. I forget most of the others. Man, I really do. I'm failing to remember them. Saying I'm pretty unfamiliar with. When it was their attempt at a redemption arc, more or less. I was gonna make a stupid analogy, but that wouldn't have landed too well. Damn it. Yeah. That one's offset me. Damn. This feels like the hardest one yet. I've got plenty of lives though. I'm not sure how to do what to do about that grabbing attack. I should have to prepare ahead of time. Like that, I'm not sure if I had an option there. That's so much, holy shit. Damn. Yeah, if you don't have a wall to cling to, then I think you're just screwed. Let me do 2 damage just then. What happened? I don't like this guy. Not confident in completely grading him though. Not using special weapons. Oh, I'm wondering now. Are you going to do a boss rush? That's the question to ask. That one looks cool. Tell me I found everything. God. I had to think for a second if I can even change my armor here. It's like, oh, just have this hover over somewhere, or make letters appear on screen and be like armor change. You know, something simple. What does it let me do? What's the armor ability? F. I can disable these. Good job. Good job. Good work. Plus 2 points for this, but minus half a point for, well, minus half a point for not telling me what I can do with what I can do with the set as the armor ability. What the the hell does it do? Dun 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 dun. Man, I checked my phone at the worst time. This is the X1 highway, but you copied and pasted it. See? I know where you're being a lazy fuck. Something I wonder if you considered at some point is the way you aim your shots while on this thing, because you go up a slope and they still fire straight. Ah! Oh, come back. Remember when this was still a demo? I was like, oh, so many assets are just taken from the past games. I don't think you were going to. Keep them in the final release. Whatever, I think I've said plenty of that. Cool sign. It says Capcom. I don't think that's in the base version of X8. I think you also made platforming fit relatively well for these things. I think it's really just the points where you fail to do an optional jump and it's like, oh, you have to backtrack to get another bike now. And it's like, boo. Damn it. So. Wakarimashita. Yeah, I just picked these up and it's like, doesn't go to anything. Also cool how the extra, yeah, I like how they open up in this game, the weapon drops. I have to get off, okay. Please, tell me I can take my bike with me. No. Wait. There's an elevator here. It didn't let me. How weird. Also, those guys are on this stage. Interesting idea for a shield, too. You have to get enemies to fire at it. Oh, okay, there's a... I just noticed a little thing there. Yeah, but what the hell does this do? I'm not noticing a difference. Makes sense that you added it in because it's in the base game, but, you know. What does it do? And unlike Mega Felix, there are no Mega Man fan game creators that make a manual for their games. That guy was so passionate for that project. Still can't believe Mega Phil X made a genuine manual for Mega Man Unlimited. That's really nutty. It's like, oh, one of the most ultimate Mega Man games. It's pretty much everything you'd want, at least at the time when it was, so not expected to have fucking controller support. But no, it has controller support, you know. That's a lot of content. I keep playing that game. I know he said, oh, he thought people would like that it's hard. A lot of people. No! Bastard! Came out of nowhere. You know, I don't want to take the bike, but I will. Yeah! Can I kill him early? I can hit him. It's good the momentum works. Shouldn't have to be fucking saying this for Sonic games, but we do. Right, this is the... No! I don't have an air dash. Bastards. I'm experimenting with my weapons now, but this would be a bit of a pain without them. Not the shield in particular. Let me in. I thought I had the boots that let me dash twice in the air. Sorry, 2 air actions. 1 of each. We go. I'm gonna have to take back my note about best looking Mega Man sprite based game. Maybe. For as good as X4 looks, a lot of the PNGs are really lazy for that game. They don't look good. They're too blurry and messy. There's not nearly enough original sprite work for those games. It's really just digitized images, not shit made from scratch. I mean, I want the city to be destroyed. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing a voice, screw that. Maverick, I'll have to stop you. That's another thing with X games I need to mention is that a lot of them don't really account for upgrades as much as they really should. You got a half damage reduction is really the biggest issue with so many of these. Like, oh, I can just, you know, take dodges most punishment, or to buster upgrades or charged weapons. It's like, oh, those aren't nearly as much of a bigger deal. Yeah, I remember this being faster in the demo. Thought he got toned down. Damn it! I didn't pay attention. That felt good. That felt good. I don't even know his weakness. That'd be a trial and error effort I don't want to go through. I'll just buster this guy. He's weak to, I don't know. That's how it is for most of these games. What is Dive Man weak to? He is weak to bones. What's Clown Man weak to? Wind. Yep, just wind. This actually looks lamer than the base weapon. Where are the other 2 things? I didn't notice them at all. Also, it shouldn't... The percentage thing for this should always be shown. 'Cause it's like, I haven't completed the stage, but the percentage of stuff collected isn't showing. I was like, what the hell? You have to complete the stage for the game to give you this info? But why? Yeah. I definitely think you still could have used enemies better in general for this game as well. But he did a notably better job than the base game does, to my recollection. I really would have to replay X8 to see how I feel that game compares to this one. But it's already got a lot of the grind taken out and needless padding and balance issues too. Kind of. There's a whole being able to take a teammate with you. Here you can't, but here it's like, oh, getting 4 sub-tanks is immensely easier. It's not at all comparable how much easier it is for 4 sub-tanks. Like in X8, you have to find the specific part and then you have to go out of your way, and it's like, that game already has so much. That game has such an atrocious 100% route. Not even that confident on that take, but I don't think I need to be that knowledgeable to really say that, because that is not unreasonable to think. I know I started mapping out X8 like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, I typed out in big letters, this is gonna be the worst one by far, or this is gonna be a huge pain, something along those lines. So many stupid rare metals in the ground, or arbitrary solutions. Here you keep the same game, but it's like, you made it less of a hassle for sure. And it's like, thank God. No. Let me in there. There we go. It's hard to find some of your social media. I found your Twitch. Talking to the creator here. And it's like, oh. There's a YouTube channel. And you've uploaded stuff like 16 years ago to it. It's like, it's got nothing. I'm surprised you haven't posted stuff about this Demake when you were working on it on your channel. That's really surprising in retrospect. Like, why not? You know? Right, they're still continuing the discussion of this being a Demake and how much it really should change. Because, I don't know, I think I've said most I wanted to say on that part, but still, I guess. Some levels are completely overhauled, others are relatively the same. God, I don't want to die this twice again. Yeah, instant death in this game is a lot more tolerable as well. It's happened like 3 times so far, around that many. Next hate it would have happened at least 10 times by now. It's nuts. You don't even swap to your character automatically in the game. It's just like, screw you, die. It's a point of contention in a lot of games as well. Oh, instant death and how it's handled. Can be done well, of course, but too many games use it like liberally. It's like, here's the punishment, lose a life. Do this action or you lose a life. Hey, you missed the jump. Do you lose a life? Got hit into the pit. Bye-bye. Go back to checkpoint. I think the biggest thing with that is that you gotta think of the punishment being fitting of the mistake you make. Because, you know, going back to Gravity Circuit, since spikes and pits no longer instantly kill, they only deal 5 damage instead. It's like, oh, some people like that more because it's like, oh, why does only this thing have such a high punishment? There was this Roblox game I played with a friend. I've actually played Roblox, imagine that. Never thought I actually would until he suggested I play it, and I'm like, sure, I guess. Open to whatever, or whatever. This is one game where you make this big climb over the series of platforms and whatever. And it's like the constant threat of falling back down to the start. Oh, that was so much stress. It's like there's Sekiro and then there's Castlevania 3. Those games don't compare in the amount of stress, amount of unnerving, uncomfortable, outright uncomfortable, almost sickening stress that Roblox game gave me. Like, oh, you fall back down, you're back to the start. It's like, it's 20 minutes of progress, just done. You better do these jumps right. And it's like, game has never outright. I almost did this damage list, god damn it. Not even using the weakness or anything, I was just dodging well. Fuck. Yeah, that's a potential topic for a video I've thought about. Tossed around once or twice in my head. It's like, oh, no. The fairness, I'm still not sure on that title. I know for one, I planned why auto-scrollers are usually shunned. That would be along that vein. A thought. Because it's like, you know, so many of these games, like, oh, losing a life, that's just a punishment. So many of them don't have, you know, continues nowadays, but still. Not doing it yet. I'll grab stuff I haven't grabbed. No checklist, and I have to wait for the text to scroll. Me, no likey. Central white is half complete. This one too? Seriously? Wow. Yeah, making the punishment fit for a crime. Like how it should be in real life, but it's not, because it's not a perfect world, it never will be. Because humans are such lazy, selfish, hypocritical creatures. Like, yeah, it's how much stress you'll add to a situation. I know Pikmin 4's instant death had me wary, but I liked it in that game. That's how the final boss... Ooh, spoilers for Pikmin 4. I think Pikmin fans should really play that game. Or do not call it the best, even though it's a great game, but it's still unfinished. It's a bit of a shame despite the longest development, but you know, I digress. The final boss and another boss in the game have insta-kill moves. And it's like, oh, I gotta really pay attention now. It's like, I'm having a hard time putting it into words. I really could put it much better if I put more thought into it instead of just off-the-cuff thoughts. But it's like, a situation like that feels vastly more fitting for instant death. Like, this one attack has, oh, such a high cost to pay. Honestly, a bit too easy to dodge in both cases, but I'm glad it's there as an idea. Compared to the electricity in Pikmin 2, because it's like the electricity hazards in that game. You know, you put a few yellows down and it's like, oh, delete this thing for me. But other Pikmin happen to walk in on it. Can I not take this thing with me? Are you sorry? I like how they move a little when you shoot them. Yeah, the insta-kill hazards in Pikmin 2 are like, you know, wow, electricity. This moves exactly the same as the other hazards. This one just happens to be insta-kill because we needed to give yellows a reason to exist in this game. This door's busted. I don't know. That's weird. It doesn't really look all that threatening, honestly. That's just kind of how it is without any really clear distinction or clear separate usage. It's really just used like another hazard. It was really out of place and arbitrary instead of really deliberate. Yeah, you don't really use it in specific scenarios where it's like, oh, really gotta watch out. It's just kind of there. There's a lot more I could say, but I'm struggling to think. But yeah, I think that's really all it comes down to with adding insta-kill in games. It's like, oh, punishment fitting the crime, really. It's a bit more I can say, but I'm trying to think on it. That felt satisfying. Black hole bomb, but not really. Why is it called the squeeze bomb anyways? You're not squeezing anything. I haven't seen this stuff yet. It's just kind of weird. Probably just in this section here. I never thought a Roblox game would be the thing to point to as an example of, oh, this is how instant death can not only be uncomfortable, but not in a satisfying degree once you do it. Which itself would be another conversation of, oh, things that are like, oh, intrinsically satisfying. And the difference between, oh, hard challenge that's, and hard challenge where you're like, oh, I felt good about doing it, instead of, oh, I'm glad it's over. Where's my stuff? I'm missing the... Okay. What is it again? I just saw the menu. Buster parts. Am I sure there's nothing back here though? Probably. Like here, there's a bike right here. Oh. I guess this is fine. You had me looking around. And question getting up here. There's no energy drainage for either of these. Okay. I see Dark Delight. This is a good day. You're working these on a good day. Maybe a whole set. Wow. Reminds me of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 laser. Or the one in X6 that looks really nice. No, Matthew Matosis also has a good point of how he encourages... Damn it. He encourages experimentation with game creation, that most concepts can quote-unquote work given enough time. Although that's way too fuzzy of a statement, I think, still. Like, what does that really mean? It's like, oh, how much would you change a concept for it to really still be considered the same? That's just something you threw out on stream, but still. And you said that without really thinking on it. Same for thinking that cutscenes shouldn't be in games. I'm still not sure if I agree with that. Or, what was it? Thinking that camera systems are something we don't even need in games. I don't get that either. Didn't I do you already? We can still refight them, that's nice. You know, whole world continuity or whatever. I'm just leaving, bye bye. I'm just missing out 3 heart tanks, sub-tank. Yeah, but what does the set do? What does the set do? I can't find out. I can find out. I don't know how. Alright, this is a vertical stage instead of just elevator. Here we go, original assets. Birds again. That's fitting. This is the elevator from X1. Boo. I know where most of these assets come from. I've seen them too often. Oh, right. That's something else he didn't add. Is that whole item pause when you collect something. Auto scroller though. Yeah. I guess to divulge a little on my planned, or at least once planned video on auto scrollers, is that there's 2 big parts as to why people don't like them. I think I've solved it. Not to be cocky, but I think I solved it. 2 parts: engagement and skill ceiling. You know, if it's too slow, then it's whatever. But if it's slow and you're doing a lot of shit, it's like, you could have it be... I'm not sure how you would make that work, but it's like... possibly. Like if you have a... Let me think. It's like, yeah, I thought to compare it to, you know, shoot 'em ups. Or, like, those are technically auto-scrollers for the whole thing. But people don't really label them as auto-scrollers, you know? I could have used that B a lot more. It's barely being used again here. Fuck. Same with that shielded guy. And these shielded guys. Yeah, auto-scrollers and, like, shoot 'em ups. No, those are auto-scrollers. But nobody really labels them as such. They're just like, oh, I'm playing a platformer game. Oh, this is a rough setup. I guess you're incentivizing me to use weapons. Which is fair, I should have them at this point. And if I have the bus drop... Oh, this still drains. I'm not used to this draining. Yeah, I thought this said the bus parts here made it so weapon energy doesn't drain. Mistaken. Should be paying more attention, but it's the first time I've done such a thing. Another free life. Yeah, I don't know about these. Yeah, it's like you have... I know Matthew Matos kind of brought it up as a point, but nobody ever reads the comments that much, and the commenter actually corrected him on a point, which I find interesting because generally Matos is really pretty flawless in what he says. He's a smart fellow. I can give him that much any day. No, commenter corrected him in one of his videos. On the Pac-Man and scoring videos, like, oh, well, the fact that you have a timer is too limiting, Matos said. And the commenter corrected, like, said something along the lines of, oh, yeah, but if you have a high enough skill ceiling, then the timer doesn't really matter in terms of, you know, scoring and scoring systems. You know, Matos' video, just remembering now, is like, yeah, not just about scoring systems, but it was Pac-Man used as the main example. It was like, yeah, the timer doesn't automatically mean that you can have an skill cap, skill ceiling, you know, on something. Not to say, trying to stay on topic here, or trying to not just leave topics unfinished. Well, the design's kind of okay, nothing remarkable, some hard setups. Yeah, auto-scrollers. Engagement and skill ceilings. You know, if you have a high enough skill and ceiling, but you're still locked to the pace of the game, there's still something you can be doing instead of... Like, yeah, when you're just waiting around for something, that's almost always just automatically bad, with the exception of, you could say, you know, suspense. If something is really building suspenseful and that's using time as like a point, it's like, you know, there's a reason you're having me wait. This is really tight. What is this, Iceless Heart, the next one? Christ. Not sure if I agree with this here. It's really tight. That should be for like an optional till 1-ups or something. Maybe not too, but you know. I forgot where I was going. Fuck. Like here. I was literally doing nothing. But you know, you see the background, it's like, oh, it's building up to the boss fight. Or I guess for horror, but that's not typically in 2D games, you know. I guess Five Nights at Freddy's counts as a 2D game. The first one's cool. I don't know how I feel about the rest. 4's kinda there. 3 can fuck off. Pulling the strings. Ah, something you didn't do. You didn't add the helmet sprites, the armor sprites on X in this little portrait. I know X4 did that, and I really liked X4 for doing that. Piece it together, X. The energy. The rocket, or whatever the hell was happening. But it stopped doing no matter what. I'll be just fine with as many sub-tanks. I think this weapon's too good though. Okay, no, it's yeah, when it doesn't drain, it's too good, but otherwise, it's fine. This is so much faster too. I don't expect that. Okay, I'm chugging one down. What? I had more health than that, I swear. Hola madre. Yeah, I know. I don't think it did that much. I wasn't paying that much attention. What the hell? This stage wasn't too remarkable, but at least it was something. The Jacob Elevator in base X8. It does not have a combat system to make it entertaining enough. Not remotely. You kind of just dick around for 3 minutes killing enemies. Here, you dick around for 3 minutes doing mildly interesting platforming with a few hard jumps. It's already so much better. Why am I dying so quickly? And why is it only so little for a screen nuke? Come on. Shit. That hits hard. Fuck. No, I can't even rely on a weakness because I don't remember them for X8. Alright, I can't make it go by faster, that'd be nice. No, that's another thing with some games is that, oh, having me wait around. I know for Sonic Superstars in that game's boss fights, compared to the other ones where you don't have to wait in the original classic games. I was like so heavily against that point. Like, oh, you can have interesting waiting phases. Other games do them just fine. You know, people just bandwagoned onto a point for some reason. I don't do anything? God damn. Nothing. Wow, I'm already dead. At least I have like, what, 4 lives? 5. It's just a fat bomb. Better than X4. I don't know about it better than X2 or 1. That was already being a sticking point. I don't like that. Wow, it does 1 damage. Woohoo. Why is he? He's already doing so much. Christ. Yeah, no, situations like that I don't like. Yes, I have upgrades, but you know, you're not taking into account people doing challenge runs. I think they're just kind of boned. Does it not drain when charging weapons? Ah, interesting. Nothing. I am not cheesing this guy. That's desperation phase. Okay, if I focus, I think I can get this. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, like the achievements for doing basic stuff. It's like, why? This is typically expected stuff. I guess it's supposed to be a challenge, quote unquote. Oh, right. How big are these? Boss rush. Are you doing a boss rush? I will say you're better than the next one if you're not doing a boss rush. You're doing a boss rush. You're not better than the next one. Come on. Okay, if they're changed somehow, then maybe. Ah, you're doing Mega Man Unlimited. That's something. Half a point for that. What is this for? Weird. Ah, carajo. We'll start there. Oh. Is it not a boss rush? Interesting. Unless it is, somehow. We shall find out. It's also the point I have to wonder is, I don't think there's 4 full-on end stages. I kind of doubt that. Because no X game had that. Where 4 completely girthy, regular level length castle stages. Excuse me? You do 2 of them, and then what? You have to do each boss? Together, X challenge. See how this turns out. I think it's still too much. There's X challenge. Not good X challenge. Fuck. Damn it. Oopally. Wait. Once dazed. Okay. I see. No way you didn't get this idea from Mega Man X Unlimited. No, Mega Man X. Mega Man Unlimited. You ripped Phil off. I'm a telling you. Is it just 1 or 2? I guess it's just 1. Yeah, you delete 1. But when you die, stay dead. Weird, but okay. That was a bit trigger finger on, like, oh, boss rush, you can't be done well. This is the problem with these Mega Man games, is that they always just, they always just recycle content. That's all they do. People, for some reason, like these occasionally. Some of these people. Not that they occasionally, like, besides like force boss it, I guess. Something cool. Like, it's just recycled content. That's really all it is. Occasionally you change the room layout and it's like, besides that, it's fucking whatever. Gravity circuit at a good boss rush. And they do the overdrive now that the other one's dead. This was not designed for this room though. You forgot to playtest this enough. It doesn't spread out as much. Yeah, he's just a wimp. They don't seem to have enough health either. Oh, they seem to have a good amount of health for this, but they don't have as much health as their regular boss versions. Ooh. Which is good, it's just, yeah, I could have playtested them a bit more. I think if their attacks were just slower, that would go out quite a bit. But you know, it really depends what is best to be tweaked in this scenario. You rep 2 and then you do the 2. Because the line is much longer than just 2. You took that sound from you took that sound from the Mega Man ZX game. Or either of them. Looking screen oak. I like the visual a fair bit. I didn't even mean to say visual, but it just came out. No shot. What's the chicken wick do? Ice? Oh, wow. That went by okay. I like gravity circuits more. But this is... Ooh, wow, easier. Okay. This is still respectable. There we go. You can grab another. You kill those two. Ah, nice. Okay, this one's the worst one, arguably. That one's kinda whatever. These could have been a bit better. I'm just chewing through some that are like 3 rooms long, but that one was really boring. It was a real gutsy move doing this X challenge style. What the hell's a Yeti weak to? Panda's weak to fire, so... I don't know. Squeeze them on. Gong is supposed to be cool, but it sounds really boring. I think the guitar is just too laid back. It's got the BPM for a boss theme without really getting the oomph. The guitar's like... The X8 soundtrack just doesn't have that oomph. They should have ripped off Sonic Adventure 2. Damn it! I wonder why this is meant to be an organ. I know X8 had a decent amount of religious references for some reason. I mean, it just felt like it. Maybe they had a developer from the Breath of Fire series work on it. They know that's a Capcom franchise, not a Sega or SNK one. Alright. And then kick ass. I think this is a serviceable way of doing it, but the bosses have to match up together. That's a big ask of developers anyways. Might actually just be easier to... Oh, yeah, these platforms here. Oh, yeah, this fight might be a... Like, no, they're transparent, okay. Fully transparent, I don't think I can stand on top either. Okay. What about when he's alone? That one doesn't bounce around the platforms. Yeah, like making the patterns match up is like... Or match up well too. Not just fucking whatever. Is might honestly be as much of an ask as asking developers to change up the boss fights. I don't remember this X8 track. It's fake Sigma, oh my god. I will allow you to call me Sigma because that is really me. What the hell? Oh. I'm dying to Sigma. Who dies to Sigma? Probably gonna die. That effect should have been sprite based. But hey, at last, we have the first good Mega Man X fan game. None of them get finished. That's horrible. Ah, Christ. Regrettably. And I'd wish Mega Phil X tried making a Mega Man X fan game. I had to ask him the question, it's like, oh, what if he had the time and infinite resources to make a Mega Man X game, would he do it? I feel he would say yes. But I wonder if it would be 8-bit. That's another thing. It's already hard enough getting a Mega Man X fan game fucking getting made. But it's even more of a bitch to fucking, you know, get a fan game that isn't an 8-bit. Which makes me so glad this project exists here. Okay, no. I need to go eat, take a piss. Time to jump cut forwards. I will take that first cut out. I will take those two out. Time to jump cut forward. Welcome back. Is it just me, or has the 5-shot increase limit for the X games never really mattered as an upgrade? I really thought it meant almost anything, because everything just dies to a charge shot in like 2 lemons in most cases, and it's like, oh, by the time you have like there I'm mashing really hard and like you would barely have 5 shots on screen. You barely have 4, much less 5. No autofire is an option, but never really thought it made remotely notable difference. I never thought I'd see an Earth that looks like the crescent moon. Guess right now where it sits, it's... It's sitting right next to X1 and X2. I think X4 is like half a notch below X2. They'll take that how you will. And in this hope, I'll defeat both of you. Don't let this be boring. Yeah, more bosses should have a long charge like that. Give me a chance to, you know, go away. You can jump over it too, imagine that. I thought he'd go along with the prospect of basically X challenge for multiple bosses. Holy shit! Died file. Sup tank time. Come on, just die already. Shenanigans. Why did he take so much from the Giga Crash? Like, damn. Damn. I'm surprised that thing's still there. I think it blow up, but no. It's such a standard in these games. Oh Christ, that was so much. Man, Exo's so strong, you can actually kill Sigmas, plural, without even trying. Hey! Definitely got this game, makes use of the air dash. Though it's really hard to tell how much credit to really give the Demake for that. You know? It's a Demake after all. Fuck. Give me that stuff. Thank you. I wonder what the 3 extra bosses are. Really couldn't hazard a guess. Is it a harder version of IO? No, it's technically spoilers, but if you read the page and you read the achievements list no less, then you'll know. No clue what they are. I really don't know. That surprised me with the boss rush being different. They should definitely be harder. Yeah, like I'm not really trying for those given upgrades. I definitely would have to think that you make these harder mobility wise, but you make them harder in terms of thinking how to do them. That's good, the sound fades out. Steam even playing X8? Sure it's from the game, but I really don't remember. I don't think it has any cut tracks though, so I guess it's just been that long. Yeah, good job with the lighting once more. Time. Where's just this? New generation Reploids or whatever. It's the same plot, so you know. Oh, his eye glows in the portrait, but it doesn't glow in his sprite. I think you could have had some subpixeling going on there. Shit. Damn. I'm gonna die to Sigma already. Use that to dodge a move. Ah, fuck. That's a cool attack. I think I needed better telegraphs though, like fuck. Attempt numero dos. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up. Oh wow. Good secret, good secret. You can just keep retrying. Wait, no, lives don't come back. That's right, power-ups don't come back. Well, at least there's 3 full-on castle stages. It's tied with X1 in terms of final stage content. And I think X4. X4 has split routes. Or 0 and X. Shit. Okay, stay under there for that. Or not. Deletes the wall. Damn it. Tough bastard. Ready? No. I refuse. Nah, Max is struggling. Alright, Luminary, get your ass out here. Of course. Luminary, what are you doing? I don't have it in you. Immunity of viruses, blah 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 blah. No replied. Would choose to be insane like Sigma. Was Sigma really crazy? Oh my god, X8, you're so good story-wise. Oh my god. Humans, whatever. Go Maverick at will. Blah 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 blah. Ah, okay. I like the contextualizing of the emeralds. Using a sub-tank, because I guess why not? Oh, it actually turns into the overdrive attack. Not Christ. There goes my sub tank. Nah, it's just the old boss attacks. The icicles are still going. Fuck me. Ah, damn. Okay, where do I go back to? Start. Do I do Sigma again? That's the question. Yeah, subtle guiding of players up there to get their attention. Okay, these come back. Yeah, he knows, he knows. Now I do have to wonder why he didn't think to make custom full health capsules. It's fine, it's just that it's like, you know, X4 had them, then X Corrupted also has them. God damn it. I guess given the health capsules at the start. That was a close one. Alright. Alright, okay, just get this. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost there, we're almost there. This laser way more than X-Force Fat Charge Shot. Like some XXL size, like RGZ. Why does that hurt so much? Fuck. That should not do that much, Jesus Christ. Punishment fitting the crime. Damn it. I meant to double jump, but it was too soon. And the dragon. Here we go. Okay, just how it works in 11. Come on, I'm right there. God damn it. Okay, I get her now. God, come on. Did you hit your shit? Yeah, you hit your head on nothing. You shouldn't be able to do that. That shouldn't be a thing. Come on, 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 come on. I think he has a weakness. Boom. Nothing. Yeah, okay. Aha! Damn it. Chugging time. Die! I'm not sure how I feel about the neutered, Giga Crash. I know they had a ton of features in Base X8. Let's reference Heaven because, yeah. I remember him having a different skin tone. Yeah, it's like the attack in Sonic Unleashed. Fuck. Could you be even more over the top? Interesting you changed this. Damn it. Oh! God, fuck. You changed this fight completely, and I don't know how I feel about that. No, I said earlier you can have interesting defensive phases, but it depends how interesting those defensive phases are also. Because, like, Demake has some pretty unique attacks in Base X8. But I don't know if overall it goes off into feeling like too much of a chore. Because it's like, going at the boss's phase has, going at the boss's dictated pace, its own strengths and weaknesses. It's not just automatically a done thing. We'll use that at the start. God damn it, you fuck. Fuck you. Ah, you can't even do that. Piss off. God, come on. I think you should be able to go into that. Maybe you can if you do it preemptively, but nah. No. Fuck you. What happens if you knock him out of that attack? Why am I dealing with no damage? It's like 2 for the fat laser. Here we go. You also consider when you're with your hard bosses, you're gonna have to go through a cutscene every time, or just wait. No way to make it go by faster. It just adds more time as you spend more time with it, definitely. You should be able to skip that. X3 has that issue of boss transitions being exactly twice as long as they were in X1 and X2 when they died. Fuck you too. Stop doing that. I had the idea to do it, but I hesitated. He does so much fucking damage when he swings that. I think that's just way too much. There we go. I just need to make this work. Yeah, whatever. There's some dialogue for that part. Like, that does way more than Mantis wishes he could do. Mantis does more than that fucking giant laser. Like, come on. Okay, I didn't miss. Pitch. I knew something was coming. Wasn't sure. Fuck. I'm probably gonna get hit. Do they even have a weakness? Try boss buffering. I on one. I hoped he would do that. Well, he still has this. Oof. That's cool. Maybe I need to get 100% and then get all achievements so I can fight the extra bosses. Cool touch. The armor falls off. Wow. I think it'd be cool if you had the player do that part. Credits are gonna be like 10 seconds long. And QA. Okay, so you do have Cutmen in here, probably. Playtesters. These people I don't recognize. I don't know any of these people. Put the original X8 staff in here. I don't need to see that shit. I can skip it. better the next one. It's not better the next two. Maybe if you gave it more time, then yeah. Again, I don't blame you, but you know, you just wanted it out, I suppose. I will skip ahead if there's anything else.